I'm Kim. You're watching Kim Wilson TV. My channel is dedicated to helping victims of narcissistic abuse get free and stay free. I'd like to start today's video by thanking you all for your continued support. I'd also like to thank you for your patience. My computer has been, once again, infiltrated with a virus. It's been in the shop. He had a heck of a time with it, but fortunately I have it back now. And I will say I feel tremendously alone and tremendously cut off when I can't communicate with you guys. So I'm so happy to have my computer back. Though it is frustrating to have my computer in the shop, it does create an opportunity for me to focus exclusively on research and looking deeper into this absolute anomaly that we've all experienced. In a video that we did several months ago, we explored the possibility that the domestic narcissist that we have all been injured by is in fact a trickle-down effect from a much greater evil. Call them the globalists, the elite, the Illuminati. But we are talking about the monsters that run this planet. Now, when you consider that trickle-down effect, and you look at our collective, clearly a vast number of empaths, earth angels, way showers, truth tellers. When you look at that huge group, now I belong to one Facebook group that has over 30,000 members, so our numbers are large. When you consider this horrendous domestic evil coming into our lives, shutting us down, leaving us in a state of utter confusion, misery, and heartbreak, it certainly takes a lot of people out of the game. So what is it exactly that we've been removed from? Well, I believe it is the social consciousness, this huge, vast awakening where people are now being unveiled and seeing the atrocities that are happening here on planet Earth. And this problem is extremely widespread. Now, we are seeing vast radical changes to global immigration policies. We are seeing vast radical changes to a parent's right to parent their children as they see fit. We are seeing huge shifts in people's ability to speak freely. Freedom of speech is being controlled and manipulated on all levels. We are seeing vast changes to the medical system, the educational system. Vaccines are being mandated all over the world. We are seeing absolute disaster striking the agricultural systems on this planet as a result of the chemtrails. The changes that we're experiencing are not going to be easy to turn around. And when you take a huge number of empaths out of the equation, the very people that could have been speaking out, attempting to initiate change, trying to turn this shit show around, well, that's a tremendous blow for humanity. Now, I, for one, really want to do my part as a member of the Global Collective to ensure that I have done my part to create an environment for future generations that will allow them to flourish in a safe and wholesome and non-toxic environment. I'd also love to do my part to help unify mankind. And what I'm seeing today is groups like Antifa, creating these micro pockets of uniqueness. Well, I'll tell you, terminal uniqueness is not going to create unity. And I think for many empaths and way showers, we have literally been incapacitated from doing our part to help shape humanity, help shape mankind, and ensure a better quality of life for all people everywhere. So how do we do this? How do we effectively create the change that we want to see? Well, one way I think that's absolutely paramount is snapping the hell out of it. Yes, we have been injured. Yes, we have been deceived. Yes, our hearts have been broken. Misery and tremendous heartbreak has been inflicted on us. But all of that came from a narcissist's ability to control our mind. So if a narcissist, an evil entity, can control our minds, most certainly As critically thinking, enlightened individuals, we have the ability to control our own minds. I believe each of us has the ability to see the glass as half full. I think all of us have the ability to recognize this experience as a tremendous stepping stone for the way we direct our lives in the future. I do absolutely believe that thoughts become actions, and when our thoughts are constantly about sadness and misery and shame and the humiliation we feel for being taken advantage of that way, I think all we're doing is manifesting more grief and misery. I do believe that we have the ability every time a negative or bad or saddening thought comes into our minds to shut that bugger down and turn it into a much more fruitful, much more productive thought. It doesn't matter how long you've been away from your narcissist or if you are still trapped by the narcissist. Your mind is your own, and you do have the ability and the strength and the power to redirect your thinking. I know it is a combination of words, but more than that, it really is a call to action, holding each of us totally accountable and totally responsible from this point forward. We may not be able to change the events of the past. We may not be able to change the harm and injury that was inflicted on us, but we certainly have the ability from this moment, from this very moment, to change the direction of our thoughts and therefore changing the outcome. Is a massive global awakening. People are being jarred awake, not just within our community, but people of all walks of life in all corners of this planet are waking up and saying, holy cow, what the hell have I just awoken to? Tremendous need right now to change our energy levels, to raise the vibration, to become the change that we want to see, to reach out to our fellow man, united, not being shoved into pockets of terminal uniqueness. I, for one, want to be part of the human race. I don't want to be segregated into a specific group or category. I really believe that we have awoken, but I think what we awoken to was a real call to action, to really redirect our thinking so our thoughts do manifest into very positive and productive outcomes. Potentially hundreds of thousands of empaths have been incapacitated. I hope you'll join me today in really trying to initiate the change that this planet needs so desperately. Though I have been on an emotional roller coaster, though my thoughts have wandered all over the place since this horrendous experience with Trevor, I will say that the outcome for me has been the realization of my true strength, of my real character, and how dedicated I feel now to stopping this insanity, to exposing and stopping this harm, not just on a domestic level, because I truly believe the domestic demons that we've been dealing with are nothing more than a trickle-down effect of a much, much uglier and much bigger picture. I think we were taken out of the picture because we truly are the resistance to this insanity. I believe that hearts and souls and spirits heal quicker when we extend ourselves in love and kindness to our fellow man, without seeing ethnic backgrounds, without seeing the financial division between us, without seeing the difference in our educational level. When we just look at our fellow man as that, our fellow man, someone that deserves our respect and our love, I believe that extending ourselves in kindness and compassion will help to change our thinking and help to manifest a much brighter future for all of us. Every minute we spend continuing to suffer in the misery inflicted as a result of our relationship with a narcissist is another moment lost. I, for one, am not sacrificing one more second to that misery. Today, I'm going to control my thoughts, and I'm going to ensure that those are positive thoughts, and I'm going to do my part to raise the vibration here on planet Earth. I'm Kim. You're watching Kim Wilson TV. I hope you guys are having a great narc-free day. Love you guys lots.